Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's been a long time coming, but this show is back. Catalyst Gaming News is back. We have 3 different topics for you today, so let's get right into it. But before we do that, hit the like button, or else 1,000 years of pain. Now, maybe you've been living under a rock, but the biggest gaming news of the year probably has come out. And it's been covered by CNN and even the Associated Press. That's right, I'm talking about Electronic Arts being bought by Saudi Arabia, the largest ever private equity valued at $55 billion. And it's interesting to note the investors, who also include a firm managed by Jared Kushner, President Donald Trump's son-in-law, and the private equity firm Silver Lake Partners, valued the deal at $55 billion. Another thing to note here, the PIF is a minority investor in Nintendo. Not only does Trump's son-in-law want to do the deal, but the president could also be inclined to look favorably on any Saudi investment because he has benefited directly from their spending. If the transaction closes as anticipated, it will end EA's 36-year history as a publicly traded company that began with its shares of ending its first day of trading at a split adjusted 52 cents. I did want to mention that in this deal, they did talk about how they're going to implement the usage of AI. It's going to be used in the workflow to make games much more quickly, much more efficiently, and the cost will come way down, which will help this kind of like overlap between the valuation of $33 billion and the $55 billion purchase. I know people have their thoughts about AI. Some people hate it, some people love it, some people just use it as a tool, and I think EA is going to be using it as a tool because at the end of the day, guys, if you can use AI to get your product done faster in a way that doesn't really impede on others, I really don't see a problem with it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Now, our next topic today talks about how Suda51 wants to make a Peacemaker game.
Suda famously worked with James Gunn on Lollipop Chainsaw. If Suda were to take any of James Gunn's DC superheroes, are there any that he thinks would make a good video game?
Peacemaker. I'd like to see some like new ways of murdering people that haven't been like in the show and in the comics. That's one of the things we're good at Grasshopper, is finding ways to kill and you know, making it really like grotty and bloody and stuff. So yeah, I'd like to see Peacemaker find some new and interesting ways of murdering people.
I had no idea that Peacemaker was this popular. I mean, I thought that it was just going to be some show off of HBO Max. I didn't think it was going to be that big. Then we see him in the movie, in the Superman movie. Now there's also a Fortnite skin for Peacemaker. And now Suda51 wants to hop in and make some games. By the way, if you don't know who they are the makers of Killer 7 and No More Heroes, to say some of the good games that they have here that I've actually got exposure to. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about Suda51 making a Peacemaker game. Now, our next topic comes to us from EA, and they have given us the roadmap of content post-launch for Battlefield 6, which I personally can't wait for. So it looks like Season 1, we're gonna be getting Rogue Ops on October 28th, California Resistance on November 18th, and Winter Offensive on December 9th. And as you can see, there's a bunch of different things coming out within those time frames, like Strike Point, which is a new mode. We got new maps for each one of these release windows. We also have new weapons, a new shotgun for California Resistance. We also have got some sort of assault rifle for October 28th, a new sniper rifle, and it's really cool to see that we're going to get a bunch of stuff come out, not just maps, but like also, you know, items within the game, and then different modes that are going to come out. And then of course we're going to get that battle royale mode that people are very either happy for or not happy for. So it's very interesting to see what's going to come out of EA into Battlefield 6, as I think this is going to be probably one of their best titles of the year, and probably one of their best titles of the decade, if they can really pull this off and give it that Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4 kind of feel to it. So I don't know if you guys are excited, but I'm super hyped for Battlefield 6. I've been counting down the days. In fact, you guys see that we are 9 days away. 9 days away from Battlefield 6. Oh, I can't wait. And our last topic of the day comes to us from Reddit. Yes, I know, Reddit, the crazy website with crazies on it, but somebody modded a N64 controller and put a Game Boy Micro in it. As you guys can see, here is the controller. little screen, you know, something going on. The start button, everything is still there for the controller. And as you guys can see, there is a Game Boy Micro screen right there in the freaking middle of the controller. And as you guys can see, they have the D-pad. There's also the joystick, that classic joystick. And also, if you guys are Zoomers and have never seen a Nintendo 64 before, yes, there was 3 handles on that bitch. There were 3 handles. You might be asking, where do I put my hand? Well, middle and right is what I always said. And some people like to just, you know, some people held their controller weird. I don't even know. It's a whole rabbit hole when it comes to like what the proper way is to hold that controller. But also we see that the C buttons are just used for brightness and volume control. Very interesting. And then the Z button is still there on the back. By the way, there is a Z button on the Nintendo 64 controller besides the shoulder buttons. You also have this little USB-C port. Kind of crazy there. That's where you would put your Game Boy Advance cartridge. Right here, you can see the back of it as well. There's a headphone jack for this thing, which is fucking crazy. Like, this is super crazy to see. And then this is the wiring inside. Don't even ask me how that looks or how you would put that together, what that even means. I have no idea. Leave it to the more nerdy people than me, but I thought this was pretty fucking cool. So hope you guys enjoy that as well. And that is gonna wrap it up for today's show, guys. Please, if you did enjoy this show, smash the like button on your way out, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and before you go, check out some of these older videos because I haven't put out another video in a long time. We'll catch you next time. Peace.